Hi, Sterling Tigers. It's Miss Arnold, and I am here to give you a lesson about self-control and what that looks like in your life and lots of different situations. And so I'm sorry that I can't see you in person at school, but I did want you to still be able to have this lesson, and I'm excited to give it for you. So first, I want you guys to all start thinking about what is self-control. And if you don't know, that's okay, because we're going to talk about what it is and we'll go over a definition. But first, I want you guys to really start thinking about what self-control is. So the definition that we are working with is that self-control is the ability to control yourself. You're going to control your body. And we're especially thinking about your emotions or the expression of your emotions. So when I say the expression of your emotions, what I mean is your behavior, what you do when you're feeling any type of way. So if you're feeling really mad and maybe you want to tip over a chair or knock over somebody's drink or something. If you're feeling really mad, then if you were to do those things, that's an expression of your emotion. So if you were to go knock over the chair, that would be an expression of your anger. When we have self-control, we are controlling ourselves and maybe using an appropriate expression instead of an inappropriate expression of our behavior. So we're doing something a little bit more positive. We're controlling our body and not letting the emotion take over how we behave. So let's think now, what are some emotions we might feel when we need to use self-control? Can you think of a few emotions that you may have felt any time in your life in any situation? Maybe at school, maybe at home, maybe out at the store. So a few examples that maybe you have thought of are anger, frustration, sadness, disappointment, excitement, happiness. All of those are examples of emotions that we might feel when we need to use self-control. A lot of times when we're talking about self-control, people might immediately think of only negative emotions. So the negative emotions might be anger, frustration, just mad, disappointment, anything like that. But we also need to use self-control even if we're feeling happy or if we're feeling really excited about something. So all of those emotions are things that everybody feels, and it's okay to feel them. But when we want to use self-control, we want to make sure that we are reacting in an appropriate way for the setting that we're in. So let's think of some situations when we might need to show self-control. So if we were in the classroom all together, I would be asking you guys to give us examples to share with the class. So since we can't do that here, I'm going to give you a few examples, and I also would love for you to start thinking of what your examples might be as well. So start thinking about different situations that you might be in when you would need to use self-control. So first, my first example is going to start with a happy thing, okay? So maybe I had a test, a math test, and when I took the test, I didn't really think it went so well. Maybe I thought that I got some of the answers wrong, more answers than I really should have, and I'm just upset and I'm thinking I didn't get a good grade on that test. Then my teacher gives me my test back and I did much better on the test than I thought that I did. So I'm really happy, right? I'm so excited, and what I really want to do is just jump up and down and woo-woo, do a little cheer, maybe do a little dance, okay? Because I'm just so excited about my good grade on my test. But I look around the classroom and I see that the other students are calm and pretty quiet. No one else is jumping around. I see that maybe there are some students who are little bit upset. Maybe they didn't get such a good grade on their test. And so if I were to get up and start jumping around and doing my dance and cheering like I want to, then I would disrupt the class, wouldn't I? I would disrupt the class. I might make other students feel bad, right? Because they maybe didn't do as well. And if they see me cheering, they might feel bad. They might feel worse that they didn't do as well. So in that situation, doing a big cheer and jumping up and running all around the classroom would not be an appropriate response. So instead, I will need to use some self-control, and maybe I just stay seated at my desk and I'm just like, yes, okay? So that was much less disruptive to the other classmates, and I didn't, disrupt everyone. I didn't make anyone feel bad, hopefully by just giving a little like celebration. And then maybe when I get home, I can have a more in-depth celebration with my cheering and dancing with my mom, okay? Now, let's think about maybe when I'm having anger. So this week, there have been lots of disappointing things happening, right? So canceling things, okay? So I'm disappointed, I'm angry, and I'm sad that things are canceled. Field trips were canceled, school is canceled, other things might be canceled out in the community. So I'm just angry because I can't go anywhere and I don't want to be at home, right? And I'm angry. So what I want to do is yell at my mom and maybe kind of knock things off in my room and kind of destroy some of my things. But that's not a very good response either, is it? Because it's not doing anything to help the situation. It's not going to make it better if I yell at my mom and get angry. So instead, I need to have a little bit of self-control, and maybe I can have a moment where I go to my room and I just sit and I let myself be angry, but I don't follow through with those actions that would make other people feel bad or that would make it worse. Okay. So when we need to show self-control, let me see if I can move my little, I guess I can't move my face there, so I'm sorry that we can't read all of that. But when we need to show self-control, there's a little process that we can follow, and it's right here. So it says, when you find yourself feeling strong emotions and needing to use self-control, you must first pause, okay? So first we're going to take a pause, and we're going to stop and think about what we're feeling, okay? So really quickly in our heads, it's really important when we're feeling a strong emotion that we take a minute to think about what we're feeling and why. So I might pause and say, okay, I'm feeling really angry because everything's canceled, but it's not my mom's fault. It's not my teacher's fault. It's just what's happening right now. And so I think about the setting that I'm in and what's an appropriate way to respond. So yes, I'm at home. It's still not appropriate to yell and scream at my mom or knock things over or anything. So instead, I think, well, probably the most appropriate way to respond would be to go sit in my room and have some time, a little time out by myself. So then I'm going to act based on the things that I have thought about. And that will be me showing my self-control. So to help with showing self-control, we have the self-control stoplight. As you know, with a stoplight, red always means stop, doesn't it? Red. And a stop sign, a red stop sign, red is stop. So when we look at our self-control stoplight, we know that when we're in the red zone, we need to stop and think. We need to know that maybe what we're about to do or what we're already doing is not acceptable. So that's when maybe we need to ask for a break. Asking for a break would give us time to calm down. So that would move us down onto the yellow. Giving us time to calm down allows us to calm our bodies, okay? Because a lot of times when we get really excited, when we're feeling strong emotions, our heart starts to race, we might get a little bit shaky, we kind of get hot, and we just get ready to go, right? And so if we give ourselves time to calm down, it helps calm our body down. So while we are calming down, we're going to use some techniques to help ourselves calm down. So we can take deep breaths. So if you do starfish breathing, if you hold up one hand, you'll see 5 fingers, right? And a starfish has 5 points as well. So that's why this is called starfish breathing, because it kind of looks like a starfish. And so you'll take your other finger and you're going to trace. You're going to start on your outside pinky. And anytime you go up, you'll take a deep breath in. And then when you go down, you'll breathe out. Okay, up, down, out, up, in, down, out. And you're going to continue that across your hand, and that will help calm your body and allow you to calm your emotions. So once you've had time on the yellow to calm down, then you'll be back on the green where you can make good choices. If you need other suggestions of ways to help yourself calm down, you can also count to 10. You could try counting to 10 in a different language, maybe. You could say the alphabet backwards because that will help distract your brain and also calm your body at the same time. Now, there is a great song that I would love for you guys to listen to. It's on YouTube. If you pause this video, you should be able to click on where it says listen, and you see that it becomes a link there to a YouTube video. So you can click there and listen to the song about self-control. So just take a pause minute so that you can go listen to that song. Okay, friends, this is the end of our lesson for today. I hope you enjoyed the song that you listened to, and you can go back to that anytime that you feel like you need a reminder that with self-control, you got to have it, right? When you're mad and you've had it, you need self-control. So when we have self-control, we are feeling all of these things as well. We're feeling balanced, calm, we're determined. We're determined to be in control of our own actions, and we have confidence in the willpower to get us there. Now, what I'd love for you to do, so if we were in the classroom, we were going to play a game to practice our self-control. Since we aren't all together, you guys can still practice self-control at home. So what I was thinking is that if you are someone who likes to play video games, I know like Fortnite is really popular amongst our friends, or anything else you like, if you like TikTok, okay, anything that you enjoy doing that's kind of like your fun thing to do, what I'd like for you to do is next time, set a timer for maybe 10 minutes. Give yourself 10 minutes to play your game or do TikTok or anything else that's your fun thing. But after 10 minutes, then you need to stop it and go and do something else, okay? So you need to go and maybe read a book. Maybe you work on some math problems. Maybe you help with a chore around your house or go play outside, okay? Just do something else instead of your number one choice activity, your most fun thing. And that will be showing self-control and only giving yourselves 10 minutes of your favorite activity and then 10 minutes of a new activity, a different activity that kind of helps you with balancing out what you're doing while you're at home right now, okay? All right, friends, I hope you have a great day and I hope you enjoyed our self-control lesson.